Buddy, let's gotta go fast because this is a fucking Flash episode and everyone loves the Flash. You gotta go fast, it's the Flash, except that Sonic thing. It's gonna Flash, yeah, Flash, ah! Open the cartoon conversations.
Yay! Gotta go fast.
You really have to just, be sitting there gritting your teeth every time I spew something stupid.
You know, I gotta admit, I enjoy your intros.
Really?
Yeah. Not gonna lie. Genuinely, unironically like them.
I do a line of coke before I do every line. It's fantastic. I don't know why I haven't been sent to the cops. Someone has to report me.
Please.
God damn.
So,
Welcome to this episode. As I mumbled a billion times and didn't really exactly explain everything, this is a Flash episode, and because it's a Flash episode, you gotta go fast.
yes.
It's a fantastic episode. I love this episode, even though it does... What, Jordan? What does it not do?
It doesn't really advance the plot, but I love it.
Advance the plot at all.
It's just happy and fun, and I don't know. It just...
You mean you don't know?
It makes you happy inside.
It makes
to
you
watch
happy
it.
because it was a fantastically written
It's
episode.
like, you know, you watch
Great
the
film.
new Batman Superman movie, and it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Which
it was so
one?
dark.
Wait, you enjoyed
Batman vs Superman. I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it?
I didn't love it, but I enjoyed it.
You're like maybe the... Oh, okay. You're like the one person in the world that's...
I'm not going to tell you it's anything fantastic, but they were perhaps a little bit too ambitious. They tried to work in a lot of storylines.
Yeah,
and
so many people just did not like that movie at all. It's terrifying.
I have sympathy for pieces that are so ambitious they fail.
Oh, man.
They tried to put like 6 storylines into one movie,
Right, exactly.
and a movie can take like 2. So there were 4 storylines that were flailing around, and then the 2 they should have been focusing on didn't get the time they deserved, so...
Yo, but Wonder Woman was there.
Okay, the 2 of the storylines should have been Wonder Woman and Lex Luthor.
And
They had some
what
really
about-
cool pieces in that movie. We should do a whole podcast on that movie because there are so many cool pieces in it.
I never actually watched it. I mean, I don't watch movies really to begin with, and that one didn't exactly look like something I wanted to see.
No, it looked really bad. And I think that's part of why I ended up liking it.
Oh, because you had
Because
no
my expectations were in the cellar. And then when it was only in the basement, the quality, I was like, this is great. This is
No,
way better than I was expecting.
This is actually somewhat manageable. I
Like,
did not
Jesse
bother to
Eisenberg,
watch this.
props. You were a good Lex Luthor. You were the best part of that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
heard
I know. Didn't he look like such a terrible casting?
I heard literally the complete opposite, that it just did not work for him because he was more like the Joker than anything.
He was kind of jokerish, but he played it. The whole time I believed that he was really smart. And that's all you really need for Lex.
I guess so.
He needs to be smart and know it and be so insufferably arrogant about it.
Condescending as all hell.
Yeah. And Jesse Eisenberg pulled that off. He brought his own unique take to the character. It was good.
Yeah,
So-
I guess so. I mean, I think he's a fine actor. This was not a good role for him.
You know, I really thought that too. He was one of the reasons I thought the movie was going to be so bad. I thought he was easily the best part of the movie.
Excuse me.
Maybe if I rewatch it, I'll think differently,
I
but...
think otherwise. Because, I mean, he's got to be this powerful character, this intimidating...
But he pulled it off!
I mean, he looks like a freaking teenager that just bumped ugly.
Yeah, they gave him like a young
He's not
tech
supposed to-
entrepreneur sort of
He's not
vibe.
supposed to
which
be
worked.
here. He just wandered onto set one day.
No, it worked. The young tech Elon Musk vibe worked.
I also really enjoy the fact that we're totally off track.
Oh yeah, we're so off track. We should get back on track. So,
No, I hate
episode
this
31,
fact.
Flash
You know
and
what's in my mind?
Substance. So, like we said earlier, there wasn't much plot in this
Yeah.
episode.
And because of that, we decided to make that part of our big question.
Yeah. But I think we're both agreed this episode's pretty awesome. So,
Oh, yeah, no, this-
we are going to use this episode to show you all at home the value of filler.
To show you.
Yes. It's going to be a
How
tutorial.
are we going to show them with very, little kind of picturesque evidence.
We will paint them a word picture.
Oh, Jordan, that was beautiful. A word picture.
That's straight from Barney Stinson's mouth.
May I compare thee to a
Flower.
some isn't it like a kiss
A
from
summer day.
Yeah, summer day. Or
A sunrise.
what is it? The other one. If I compare you to the kiss from a rose. I don't know who sings that song. I think it's like Clear something. I don't know. Fuck it. So regardless of that, yeah.
So-
like in all honesty, this was very very filler heavy. But as we are about to discuss, what is the importance of a filler episode, Jordan? That is our big question.
You know, it kind of just lets you cool down. It develops characters. It makes you feel for the characters when it's done right. Because you
Right.
know them better now. So,
well, okay, we'll discuss that later on.
and
But
I think it
definitely
also
have
just,
fun.
it slows down the show a little bit. Like, I don't know if you watched Avengers,
We're not.
what was it? Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Earth
That
Mighty-
show, it went from plot line to plot line to plot line, and it didn't really have filler, and it just felt too fast.
Right. No, I get what that means.
You know?
There's I don't know what it's technically called, but I believe there are terminologies used to define points in movies and shows where you allow your audience to catch a breath, to catch their breath, pretty much.
Like a rest in music.
Yeah. Or what was it? There were scenes in Mad Max, the new Mad Max, where there was really just nothing going on because a big explosion had just happened and they were currently surveying the landscape. You know, they were looking around to see what was happening, taking in their surroundings, and it was pretty much defined as a moment where the audience could catch their breath. You know, at a very exciting moment, they could cool down, then get into some plot. I don't know the exact terminology for it, but it definitely seems like something that a filler episode like this would do a very good job in doing. Yeah.
I think anyone who's listened to these podcasts knows we are not film study majors. So,
Although I do enjoy talking and
I once listened to a podcast by one.
talking, observing, and I can understand when something is cliche, when something could be better, you know? I kind of have that in me, at least.
Yeah, I think we do a good enough job. I enjoy
being
it
an
at
English
least.
major,
So, I'm going to do the episode breakdown now.
I can critique things.
So we open on a
I
bad
say words
neighborhood.
about words.
I imagine this is what Republicans think cities are like. So, two people walk into a supervillain bar where the Flash villains, Trickster, Mirror Master, and Captain Cold, are talking
Right.
about how hard times are. Then, Captain Boomerang comes in, says he got time off for good behavior,
Right.
and only 5 years, which gives us the first definitive time frame of the new season. So, we now know that the gap between season 2 and season 3 is 5 years, which explains why
Captain
Supergirl
Boomerang
looks so much older. What?
Captain Boomerang in the first season?
The last time we saw him was in Task Force X, episode 17,
Right, right.
where he led
Oh.
the attack on...
Wait. I remember that. Yeah, no, I don't remember connecting this together ever. But maybe he was referring to that.
He was. Colonel Rick Flag says, who leads the Suicide Squad, says, we do this for 5 years. So,
Well,
the
yeah,
fact that we don't see any of the other villains might mean that only Captain Boomerang survived.
Wow, that's fucked. Holy shit. No, I like the way you think with that. But, yeah, I never really got that reference that he was alluding to. He got off with good behavior. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That totally flew right over my head. That one got in a plane and just took off and missed me completely.
But we were trying to guess in previous episodes how long it had been, and we knew it was at least 2 years. But now we know a lot more has happened in the gap. Because one, in the first episode, we were wondering about Agent Faraday and if there was problems with the League. But now we can disprove that hypothesis because it's been 5 years. There would be some turnover in League liaisons. So it doesn't really seem like a problem that he's the new one. So, and we can probably conclusively consider that Superman's look that we disagreed about, you were right.
His look? What do you mean his look?
Yeah, I thought that he looked a little afraid of offending Agent Faraday. You said no, he was just surprised, and I think you're right. So
I don't remember this.
We had a whole minute-long discussion about it.
Who was afraid of what? Superman was afraid of
Agent Faraday in his introduction.
Huh. I don't remember that.
Yeah, I thought that you didn't. I think you're right now. Because of this 5-year thing.
Okay, well.
Disproving that hypothesis. So.
Good that you understand that I'm right, Jordan.
And then it makes sense that Supergirl looks so much older because she's now like 1920. She looks like 1920. That makes sense. And then the third, it also shows, we were talking about Martian Manhunter has been pulling away from humanity for 2 years.
Right.
So we never find out why, but now we can guess that something happened. Because it wasn't the big events at the end of Season 2 that did it. We now know it was something in between. Which is kind of interesting, I think.
Something in his past.
Yeah, and it really makes me sad that what we were talking about last time about how we didn't get more Martian Manhunter.
Right.
It's really a shame. I would have loved to have a Martian Manhunter focused episode where we find out why he started to be pulling away.
Right.
Or if, like, Wonder Woman visited him. Or just something. I think it would have been really great.
I would love more interaction with him. I mean, we do get a little bit of that near the end, but not nearly as much as we have every other character.
I would love to hear about his psyche. I think, and this is where the Supergirl show, I think, does a really good job in showing him almost like a Holocaust survivor.
Wow. I can see that happening because of what he technically is.
And how I like in the Supergirl show, I think it's really cool they made direct parallels with the Holocaust and what happened to him. I think that's a really interesting route, and I wish they had. Obviously, you can't do that in a children's show, but I think they could have dealt with his trauma in an interesting way, and they started to when Morgan Le Fay was there.
Oh, Morgan Le Fay's in this episode?
No. In the first show. She shows John. Sorry, she shows John Jones that she could give him a fantasy of having his wife and child back.
I thought you meant in Supergirl.
No.
I was like, Morgan Le Fay in Supergirl?
Morgan Le Fay would be awesome in Supergirl. It's going to the CW, so I don't think they're going to go that route, but I would love it if they did.
Hey, they've got Morgan Le Fay and the Librarian, so there you go.
That's
remember
awesome.
That episode?
Oh yeah, they did. I remember that.
Yeah, and she totally did not look kind of like that at all, but like was
No, she did not look like this Morgan Le Fay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it clears up a lot of the theories we have. It's pretty cool they gave us a direct time for little fact nerds like me. We appreciate that. Looking at you, Dwayne McDuffie, you're the man. So we know how much time has passed in the skip. Also, we know that Martian Manhunter has been secluding himself for 2 years. So this is big information. So Mirror Master suggests they take out the Flash at the opening of his museum. Love the supervillain gossip.
I love the fact that there's a little bar where all the supervillains go. It's so cute. It's really adorable.
Yeah.
And it's just like seeing all their interactions with each other outside of being jerks to society.
I love how Captain Cold is going to have to bag groceries.
Yeah, no, he was like, he says the wife.
Yeah, the wife.
Yeah, someone's married to Captain Cold. I don't actually know who's married to him in the...
I imagine he doesn't have like a named character wife. I think he just has like a regular Joe Schmo wife.
Joe Schmo.
Who's like, you know, I could have married Gary. He owns a garage, you know.
Yeah,
And what do you get? You're in jail 9 out of every 10 months. What, are you going to get the Flash this time? Boo fucking who? How's that going to pay the rent?
Jesus Christ, Jordan. Savage.
Just like Kronos' wife.
Oh, right. Kronos' wife was a douche.
Yeah. I imagine... Wait.
A real Jewish
Justice League
queen.
Mid-Rush.
What?
Captain Cold's wife is the grandmother of Kronos'
that
wife.
Woman? Of what?
It is known.
Of that woman?
What? Of Kronos' wife.
Yeah. Nice.
It is known. Justice League Mid-Rush.
You're really putting it together there. Secret lore.
Yep.
Deepest lore. One true pairing. Or no, what is it? This is headcanon, that's it.
Yes. This is
Okay.
headcanon.
Which Tumblr thing is it called?
No, headcanon was 100% right.
What? Wait, what do you...
What do you called it? What I made up was just, it's headcanon.
Oh, yeah, no.
But I
it's
just
not-
like
it's
the
not
name
headcanon,
Mid-Rush
it's
better.
true. It can't be headcanon if it's just legit canon. Clearly. I mean, like, why would I lie
Yep.
about random people and their grandmothers being obnoxious Jewish grandmothers?
This kind of reminds me of that scene I love in For the Man Who Is Everything,
Oh, which
where
one?
Superman's fantasy has traffic in it.
Oh, yeah, you were super happy about that.
It's so homey and delightful. I love it.
know. And
It
you
really
love-
humanizes these villains. Because
Yeah.
I pay rent. Well, not at the moment. But I hope one day to have a mortgage. You know, these are things that I do. It's kind of cool.
These are the things that the parents can get out of this
Yeah.
episode.
So, credits. And then we open again on Central City
Wait,
Police Department.
One thing I think we failed to mention is the fact that the trickster is voiced by Mark Hamill.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, because the trickster used to be in the old, live action show that had the Flash in it. The trickster was played by Mark Hamill.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they got him back. And when they had the Flash show, they had an episode with the trickster. And he was played in that one episode by Mark Hamill. They had him come back again.
Yeah, Mark Hamill is a really good voice actor.
Oh, he's a fantastic voice actor. He's a great actor, a fantastic voice actor. I'm really proud of his role in which one do you call it? That new Star Wars movie. Remember? Oh, that
Yeah,
really
he was
good
in there
part?
at the end.
Yeah, remember that really good line he had where he just didn't say anything? Why couldn't they have just made him say one thing? Like, come on!
Because then they'd have to pay him a speaking part salary.
I was just like, don't give a shit.
I thought it was better that he didn't speak. He'll speak in the next movie. He'll be the Yoda guy.
Yeah, sure, whatever. He just stood there and was like, "Sup? How's it
Okay.
going?"
I am not going to get into Star Wars.
I am not
Mainly
gonna-
because I will make a fool of myself because I don't really know extended universe and all that stuff.
Right.
So yeah, open on the Central City Police Department. The Flash is at his day job being Wally West and an awesome forensic scientist.
Oh my
See,
god!
seriously, he's really competent. So, he goes around the city saying hi to his favorite people, his taxi cab driver, his random friend, his other random friend. He's like a really friendly guy. And he knows everything about them. It's really
Well,
sweet.
That's the whole point of the Flash. He's supposed to be one of the most friendly, down-to-earth, humble...
He's the heart of the league.
Yeah. He's like the mascot of the league. I mean, pretty much that's usually just going to be...
I mean, he's a superhero in his own right.
Yeah. In all honesty, he is quite possibly the most powerful superhero.
No.
Yes.
Martian Manhunter is the most powerful.
No. Not even close. Because the Flash can do literally everything if he fucking just breaks reality.
But this isn't a terribly powerful Flash.
Well, remember...
Like, here's the thing,
no,
we did the
haven't
math.
we haven't had that episode yet.
No. We did the math when he ran around the world to hit Luthor. He wasn't going fast by Flash standards.
Was that... What?
Remember, I did the math to show you how fast he was going?
I don't remember.
And it was only like a tenth of the speed of light or something at his fastest.
I don't remember this conversation, but like,
Well, at the end of the second season, we had a discussion on it. I can turn back and find you the exact numbers.
okay. But the thing I was about to reference was the fact that there's another episode later on where we find out that the Flash has more powers and he's holding back. We realized the Flash has been holding back a lot.
No, because when he went 13.33% of the speed of light, he almost went into the Speed Force.
Well,
So-
still, he's holding back more though.
He
We
can
understand-
break the speed of light in some of the comics. This is a pretty unpowerful
I
Flash.
know this is a pretty tame Flash, but the Flash can travel back in time. The Flash can do
Not in this universe.
Not in this universe, although he does go through time at one point. Not because of his own means, but the Flash does have the power to destroy objects. He's got the power to go back in time. He can think faster.
I mean, this Flash can't walk through walls like most Flashes can.
right.
this Flash can't-
Well, we don't know that.
No,
No,
Wally
no.
West generally can't do that. I mean, even in the comics. Because he's a Kid Flash. Former Kid Flash. I mean, not in this universe, obviously, but
Right.
Wally West is, the least powerful of the Flash family.
I know. Yeah, it's actually very true. He is least of the.
Which is, he's a great character.
Oh
But-
yeah, no, he's a lot of fun.
This isn't like a powerful Flash, and Martian Manhunter is pretty much unstoppable.
I wouldn't say Martian Manhunter is unstoppable.
He can read your mind, break your mind, turn invisible, turn incorporeal, turn
I'm pretty
invincible.
Sure all the Flash has to do. I mean, like, we're getting into Super Smash Brothers logic, which is like, I think, Sonic can beat Mario, but if the Flash had to fight, Martian Manhunter, I think he would be able to beat him. One, because all he would have to do is to vibrate so hard that he would create a fire. And I don't know if he would think of doing that. Because
By the time he did, Martian Manhunter would just mind crush him.
No, he wouldn't. He doesn't have the ability to touch him if he can't see him.
No, I think he would just reach out to him with his mind and then crush it.
I don't think he can just do that though.
Like he did to Giganta.
Also, well, that's different.
Because
Giganta
one
was
can
not-
think he would do it at
Giganta
the
was
speed of
not
thought.
Moving.
Well, wait.
Giganta was not moving.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The
She was
Flash,
a-
once
okay,
again...
Hold on a second.
Well, wait. Martian Manhunters would go at the speed of light because that's how fast we think. Because we think in electricity.
Hold on a second.
So-
Hold on a second. Hold on a
and
second. The Flash thinks faster than the speed of light.
Yes, he does, but he only moves. His first lap around the world was only 1 1/3% of the speed of light. So, figuring that's his starting speed, which is not true because he'd be faster in the second half, slower in the first half.
I'm not talking about this. I'm not talking about this Flash.
So he wouldn't
versus-
move fast enough for Martian
I'm
Manhunter's
not
thought
talking
process to
about-
be outraced.
I'm not talking about this Flash versus this Martian Manhunter. I'm talking about the Flash in the comics taking all of the stuff that he's done and all the things that make him bullshit, but still like a really fun character. Like, I mean, Superman is bullshit and kind of gets on my nerves.
I like
But
Superman.
the Flash is bullshit and it's just fun. The Flash is bullshit in a good way. Like, it's just really funny to see him. The Flash.
I don't know, Martian Manhunter's pretty invincible.
The
At one
Flash
point,
has
Superman's
stated-
like,
the
not sure I
Flash-
could beat that
the
guy.
Flash has stated he has thought at a speed that is faster than an attosecond, which is something that people can't even comprehend. Hold on. I have this picture. Let me go and find what it was like.
Elliot, don't find the picture.
I'm finding the picture.
Okay, I'm gonna continue with the
Take me
breakdown.
while I find the. Oh, I found it right here. Here it is. Okay.
I can't see it.
Well, I'm reading it. He says that he can think faster than the speed of light, and so the attosecond is is, oh my god, it's 0.0000000000000000001 seconds. It's 12 attoseconds is the shortest measurable period of time. In a single second, light can circle around the Earth 7.5 times. In a single attosecond, light would barely manage to move from one end of a molecule to the other end. If you could perceive the world in that speed, even light would appear frozen to you. And he says it's less than an attosecond. That's how fucking dumb the Flash is. He can think faster than Martian Manhunter.
But that's not the Flash, and the Martian Manhunter can still think at the speed of light because all people can and will crush him before he moves.
No, he will not.
Okay, I'm not getting into this.
Faster
Martian
than
Manhunter
the
all the
speed of
way.
light.
If you agree with me in the comments, Martian Manhunter.
Yeah,
If you
but
agree with Elliot in the comics,
people who are
the Flash.
smart, intelligent, and understand what's going on in the world, then it's the Flash. Because, I mean, who beat fucking Lex Luthor and Brainiac all by
Well,
himself?
technically they all would have died if Martian Manhunter hadn't gone incorporeal and saved them all. And
Well,
defeated the first stage of Brainiac and Lex Luthor combined.
Yes, in that one stage, but then I don't know who technically beat them in the end. He saved everyone, yeah, but like who won in the end? It was him, the Flash, by himself, all alone, doing nothing else.
Okay, but he would have been dead if it weren't for Martian Manhunter, so you know.
Yeah, but I mean, they would have been dead if it weren't for a lot of people. Just because Martian Manhunter had a bigger action of saying no doesn't mean that it was the Martian Manhunter solely. It was literally Flash who saved the day. They would have all been dead if they didn't kill those robots that were shaped like them, yes. So technically, since Superman blew up his and Wonder Woman blew up hers and, you know, yada yada yada, they would not have been able to beat the other ones, yes. But just because Martian Manhunter saved them in that other instant of time where there were many other times where everyone could have died, doesn't mean it was because of him that they saved the day. It was because of Flash, who fucking killed the Lex Luthor Brainiac clone thing, whatever. What did we call him?
Lexiac.
Lexiac, yeah. Killed Lexiac on his own.
It was not on his own. He had the support of his friends.
It was not the support of his friends. It was the support of his feet.
I think we're letting the comment section decide this.
I think you're all full of hot air and you're gonna be saying to me one day when I'm gone with you.
Okay. So, he beams up to the watchtower after taking his half day.
His half day.
He says hi to everyone. It's really sweet.
Yes.
And then he lists off where the original 7 are. Some of them are in space on missions, but Batman is on monitor duty, which I think is a missed opportunity. Hawkgirl should definitely have been there.
On monitor duty, or what? What do you mean?
Hawkgirl should have been at the event.
Why?
She could have been the Orion character.
Oh, well, I feel like what they needed for this scene was a negative to the positive, you know.
No, they did, but we've seen multiple times this close, beautiful relationship between...
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, that entirely,
You can't convince me that Hawkgirl would miss the opening of the Flash Museum.
Right. I feel like she would because she doesn't know about it. Because she's not up
Maybe
to,
she was
you
in
know,
space a really long time, but you don't just build a museum. It had to be months.
I know, but that's not something that in the world that they live in happens. I feel like it's not something she would really understand. It's not something that she would be on top of, you know, the current events of humans. I don't think that's really something in her neck of the woods, especially...
I think she would be there for Wally.
I think she would be there for Wally if she was in the area.
I really think she would make the time for him.
There's a big kinship between the two. They are really strong together as like a brother and a sister kind of are, and it's really cute.
Yeah, I like how they never make it romantic. That it's
Yeah.
just a guy and a girl who are close friends, and she kind of mentors him, and he helps her with a lot of stuff. And
It's super adorbs.
there's no girl next door, any romance, idiocy. It's just, they're friends.
Yeah.
It's nice.
They're very
So, only B is left to ask, which I'm sure is the Flash's secret nickname for Batman.
cute.
And he actually agrees. So the Flash has a whole speech about what it means to him and how he's really great. And he walks away really excitedly with his little to-do list, and it's really nice.
I think the best part is what he says to him after he agrees to yes. What was it? It's like, you know, what everyone says about you, I don't think you're creepy at all, or something like that. Along those lines.
And Batman
Like,
just looks at him and he's like, okay, going now.
swear, there should have been someone in the background, like, you know, doing that whole cut it thing with their hand, like swiping it across their neck, like, shut up. He already said yes, don't ruin it.
Yeah, it was great, and it was sweet, and I love how the original 7 is a thing. So,
We talk about that a lot.
yeah, no. It's just another time where it's a thing, and I always like it. So Orion upbraids Batman about being manipulated, and Batman
Orion is
just
also
gives him
played by
one
Ron
look,
Jones.
and then Orion asks about the dress code.
Yeah, I like that. That was funny. Because, fucking Batman knew. He was just like, someone's coming with me. I am not doing this alone.
Yeah. I thought he was doing it as a mentor to Orion,
Right. Well,
because, Orion's an alien.
yeah, no,
and
Orion
on his
is,
planet-
one of Darkseid's sons.
Yeah, he's Darkseid's son, but he's a good guy.
Yeah.
And he basically
As a stupid
was
cheer.
raised by Darkseid's enemies, and they treat the inhabitants, they're like human-like inhabitants, as sort of servants. So he doesn't know how to interact with people. So
Right.
Batman's looking out for him, mentoring him, teaching him about human culture. It's nice.
I think it's more of like a begrudging kind of thing. Like, he thinks he has to learn, not like trying to teach him, trying to tutor him. It's
I
more
don't know.
of like
This Batman has social skills.
trying to teach him a lesson because he needs to be like knocked down a peg. Because all he knows is battle and hardships, and he's scoffing at the Flash. You know, he's like, he needs to learn respect. Is really what that is. He needs to understand why these people are in the position that they are because they're strong.
Yeah. And it shows how happiness is a strength. Just like projecting strength is. Just showing happiness.
Yeah. He's humble. I think that's another thing that he
Yeah.
really wanted to teach him.
So Orion clearly has a lot to learn from. We can tell in just his opening that he has a lot to learn from the Flash. So
After,
he beams back down to Earth, and the Flash.
yes.
And a person calls for help in an abandoned bowling alley. But it was actually a trap by Mirror Master,
Whoa, God, who saw
whose
that one
disco
coming?
ball of death attempts to kill him.
Oh my God, right?
Not sure what's worse. The
What?
disco or the trying to kill him.
The disco is trying to... Dude, that's harsh, man.
Well, here's the thing. Disco is good. I like disco. They had to use non-copyrighted disco, though.
I mean, all you need are some flashing lights and some doot-doots, and you got some
Yeah.
disco.
So they trade barbs, and I guess we're supposed to think that the Flash isn't up to it because his barbs aren't so good, but I thought his barbs were reasonably funny.
Hold on a second. Did you just call their like smack talk barbs?
Yes.
What does that even... What does that even mean?
You know, the barb is like the part on the fish hook that makes it hook.
I guess so, but that's like... You could just say wit, you know, or their comeback.
I don't know,
What does
you
he
don't use
say?
the
He
word
says, like,
barbs
yeah, well,
to describe
you're not all
hurtful
there, right?
phrasings?
Huh?
I said, you never use the word barbs to describe hurtful phrasings? I don't know, I think that's a pretty normal
I have
thing.
never used the term barbs, no. Not
Huh?
in that kind of situation.
Oh, I use that all the time.
Weird. I guess we're just part of different strokes for different folks.
Clearly. We're like that odd couple.
Not really. I can see it.
I'm the one who's on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. There's the one who played Chandler and Friends. And then there's the one who's on Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
The newer Odd Couple.
Yeah. So.
I don't know. I don't feel much for that.
I mean, neither of us really fit that. But,
yeah.
Okay. So, and then the death ball commences, and the Flash defeats the death ball by blowing up a jukebox and then destroying the ball with a CD.
Yep.
It's thematic. It's fun.
It happened. You can't take it back.
And that's the sort of thing you can do in filler. That'd be ridiculous in a plot episode.
I don't know.
But
I feel like that's something that they've had happen before. You know, just like they in interesting and convenient ways have characters defeat things, you know? It's this is still a kid's show, so it's not like it's something that's out of the ordinary.
Yeah, it's kind of weird they chose disco for a kid's show. I mean, disco's kind of old, even in the early 2000s.
I feel like disco is something that is so widely known that it was perfectly fine. You know, disco, it defined an era, but it's also very easy to understand because of how we see it culturally. You know, it's the flashing lights and the disco ball.
I mean, can you name a single disco song besides the YMCA?
Night fever, night fever.
Oh, you're right.
You know how to do it. I think that's how it goes. I mean, like, there was something about, like, Running Washington, I think it was called. But regardless,
well,
I mean...
I don't think I could name another
one. September.
I haven't heard of that one.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, I know that one, yeah. Living on a prayer. Yeah. So then the Flash goes to Flash Appreciation Day, which is fun. He gets the key to the city. He gives a sweet little speech that's cut for TV.
Right.
And then the Boomerang of Death comes. You know.
I love Captain Boomerang's oddly boomerang, themed weaponry.
And I love how he's Australian too.
That it's going to be boomerang themed weaponry, but it's just like, you really chose boomerangs, man. I think that's funny.
I mean, they explode, and Batman pretty much chose boomerangs. His weapon of choice is the Batarang.
Well, it's a Batarang, but it doesn't often come back to him.
It comes back to him sometimes.
Sometimes. He uses it more as a projectile, like a gun.
So does Captain Boomerang.
Yeah, no, you're right. They explode more. I think that's the thing.
Yeah.
Batman's only explode when he wants them to explode.
This is true. But Batman cares a little bit more about collateral damage.
Right. And a little bit less about evildoers and their stuff.
So the boomerangs of death come flying at the crowd, and the Flash disperses the crowd and then dispatches the boomerangs. Unfortunately, he's then picked up by a boomer plane.
Which is just like one of the least ineffectual things I would ever have thought to harm
I thought
Flash,
it was really funny that he caught him on a plane.
Right. Especially one that
and then had a video camera come out of it to taunt him. Imagine how much work it took to put a DVD player on there.
Right!
And have the DVD start on time. That is craftsmanship. A lot of supervillains are just like, boom, boom, destroy this. Captain Boomerang makes it an art.
I was so happy when he started to talk on the thing. Like, how precise does this fucking thing have to be? Oh my god, I was so happy. I was like so needlessly happy though, but it was still fun.
Can you imagine him like haggling, because he's really cheap. Can you imagine him like haggling over a DVD player at Circuit City?
Oh right, yeah, no, he is very cheap.
Yeah.
I love that part of him, yeah.
Where a video informs the Flash is gonna die. He doesn't.
What did he say? 72 cents is 70 cents. What you expect me to just throw away money?
Yeah.
God, I'm like, maybe on your really important mission that's like a factor of life or death, maybe.
So, he's pretty okay with it.
Wasn't even $1.
Yeah. So, it crashes right next to Batman and Orion, and the Flash is pretty cheerful about this whole
Being
second
like,
person
beaten
who
up
tried to
as
kill me
shit.
this day thing.
Guy was knocked the fuck out, pretty much.
Yeah,
He
and
looks
Batman
like
is not
that.
so cool with that thing.
What?
I said, and just like the Flash is really cool with the 2 murder attempts,
Right.
Batman, less so.
Yeah. Batman was very concerned about this whole, someone aiming at your life thing.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought?
Which is the second time this season we've had Batman warn someone about someone trying to kill them, and also the second time that he has been ignored.
I feel like, you would listen to Bat Grandpa a little bit more.
One should really listen to Bat Grandpa.
Bat Grandpa.
Bat Grandpa, also a great t-shirt.
Bat Grandpa.
Listen
How
to
many
your Bat
episodes
Grandpa.
has he been in the
In my
background?
day, we only had batarangs to throw at criminals.
Yeah. Back in my day, everything was shaped like a bat, and that's why I am the way I am.
I used to sneak up on the villains with my bat whirly, but
Oh my god, and he also used, what was it again, Jordan?
the
Yeah.
anti-oceanic, anti-shark repellent bat spray. Or something like that.
There you go.
With the
Nailed it.
30-year-old Robin, who had kids of his own.
Really?
Yeah, the guy who played Robin in that series had kids of his own.
Well then.
He was just really baby-faced.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
So,
It's just weird.
yeah, but they really should have introduced Nightwing. I mean, I guess Nightwing didn't exist yet in that series.
Right.
But, like, maybe they should have done, like, a time skip and had him be an adult after he, like, really started looking 30. But,
I don't
continuing
know.
on.
It's more of just like that's the time period kind of thing, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I didn't care that much. So,
I didn't imagine you would.
so Batman has figured out that the 4 supervillains are trying to kill the Flash. On the roof, with the supervillains, they're arguing about money. It's very funny.
They're
And-
very, slapsticky.
And Trickster is clearly the odd man out.
Oh, yeah, no, he's just saying words at this point.
So they talk for a while, and then Captain Cold points out the obvious. Instead of one at a time, why don't they all try and kill him?
That's a fantastic idea. And maybe instead of letting the superhero power up and or transform, we should hit them while they're doing that. And maybe we shouldn't announce our plan whenever we're succeeding with what we're doing, when we have the hero tied up and whatnot. Nah, these are all way too hard to understand, and concepts that an evildoer will never really get past.
At some point, we should do a philosophy of supervillains.
Of the
Episode where we try and make a rational universe out of their
understanding
decision
why,
not to murder people. Not to murder heroes.
why they don't do that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, do like some fake psychology mumbo jumbo. It'd be fun.
Some fake psychology mumbo jumbo.
Well, I'm not going to pretend like I know how to do real psychology mumbo jumbo.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just talking about like all of that. All psychology is just fake mumbo jumbo, and I was like, Jordan, I think you're about to offend a lot of people.
It's okay. Many of my good friends are psychology majors.
Oh my god, how's that working out for them?
Reasonably well.
Okay, good.
It was just like a reference to many of my friends are black.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah. I have a lot of black friends, therefore I can't be racist.
There's Daryl and
Tyrone.
yeah, I love Tyrone.
Another Tyrone.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, Tyrone Jr.
There's more of them. And everyone in the background is just nodding their heads like, okay, this is not happening.
Or as we call it, Republican convention conversations.
Oh, yeah, no. Oh, my God. There was, someone was explaining that Trump couldn't be racist because he had all these black friends. And I'm like, I don't think he said really anything about black people, but a lot of shit about a lot of other people.
I mean, he does refer to them as the blacks.
Yeah.
Unironically.
And the Mexicans, although he stopped doing that.
Whatever. Let's not get into politics. Mainly because we're running late on time.
Right.
Not that there's anything wrong with getting involved in politics, as this podcast has shown. So,
It's practically our bread and butter.
as I said, the trickster is the odd man out. So they just go on their cool matching bikes and leave him without a cool matching bike on the roof.
They're cool matching bikes.
It felt very high school. I kind of dug it.
Only kind of.
Yeah, I liked it.
I mean, I feel like the best part about it is the fact that the trickster, they're all just like these adorable villains that I'm pretty sure all the kids that watch this show never really knew or understood.
You knew who Captain Boomerang was, I think.
We knew who Captain Boomerang was because we saw him before.
Yeah.
We don't know who the trickster is. We don't know who Captain Cold is. And they're shown in a kind of pathetic light in a way because it makes them easy to understand for
And
kids.
it makes them easy to like.
Yeah,
Because
no,
you don't really like a successful supervillain.
It makes
because
it
they're
easy for you
evil.
to like them. Because they what is it? Just like the Greeks made their gods with, flaws. They made their supervillains with flaws too that are absolutely incredibly easy to understand and relate to.
Yeah, they
And
were
I'm
very
sure
relatable.
a lot of the parents are just like, haha, that's funny. They're talking about mortgages. Mortgages.
Yeah. And they also made the villains, Captain Cold was knockoff Mr. Freeze. Captain Boomerang we knew. Trickster was knockoff Joker. And Mirror Master is, people kind of know who Mirror Master is. He's one of the more famous Flash villains.
I don't know. I'd say he's one of the lesser famous Flash villains.
I feel like I knew who he was.
I mean, like, you knew who he was because of a certain shows like this. But is Mirror Master in the Flash series? In the new one?
I don't watch it.
Oh. I know Captain Cold is. And they, made him really intimidating. Also, I think Captain Cold is in that Heroes of Tomorrow or something.
Is he? Captain
Yeah.
Cold, the
Legends
guy
of
who plays
Tomorrow.
him is pretty cool. I saw an episode of Flash he was in. He was good.
Which one?
An episode of Flash,
Who was in?
the Captain
Captain
Cold.
Cold?
The
Oh, yeah.
actor is good.
Yeah,
He's-
no. Oh, I heard it was really intimidating. I mean, I don't usually watch the live action shows. I should get on them, but I'm really lazy with that stuff.
You should watch Supergirl. It's really
I
good.
know.
Except when
You
it's
tell-
not.
You tell me.
And you can just skip episodes then because they're already out. So, at the Flash's house, the Flash changes and brags about the laundry room in his house, which is so cute because I can totally see myself doing that.
Bragging about your laundry.
It's like, not gonna lie, laundry room on the same floor. It's like this
Yeah.
tiny little apartment. But it's his, and it's so special to him. It's like that section of Atlas Shrugged where Dagny talks about this dumb little thing she had when she was a kid. That she knew it wasn't as good as the other ones that had it around, but it was hers. And that made it special and beautiful and more important to her
This is
than
my
any
gun.
other one in the world.
There are many guns that are like it, but this one is mine.
Yeah. So, exactly. There's something about something being yours
Well,
that makes it special.
It's really to show how simple he is. While I'm sure, what's his name? Orion would be lording over a kill or treasures he's found. We see the Flash instead lording over the fact that the laundry room is on the same floor as him. And his room is very simple. He has a drawer full
Of Flash
free-
rings.
of the Flash rings, which is very funny.
I love his line, the trick is getting it back in.
Yeah.
So,
And even Batman kind of looks at that, thinking what's going on.
so Batman tries to get the Flash to take the assassination attempt seriously. And then the Flash reveals that he knows where the bar is, and the three set out for it. I love how the Flash knows there's a supervillain bar, and it's just like, oh, let's let boys be boys.
Oh my god! It kind of,
It's just sweet.
if you think about it, they aren't technically doing anything wrong yet. So it's just a bar where a lot of bad guys kind of hang out.
I guess.
We're a lot of ruffians, you know. A lot of ruffians.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
And constantly throughout the thing, Orion is obviously making all these stupid wisecracks.
So everyone but the trickster runs away.
Yeah, they head to the bar and everyone fucking skedaddles.
The trickster, though, pulls a snot gun on them, which destroys a pool table.
I love that. It's like snot gun.
Yeah. So Batman knocks it out of his hand, and then he sets Orion on him in usual Batman intimidation techniques.
Right.
But the Flash knows his supervillains.
Yeah, that's the thing.
This
is the entire episode is just to show the different ways that you can be a superhero. And we're seeing one of the best because we're understanding that it's not always violence is the answer. It's not always, you know, the superheroes have to be big and brawly and kick everyone's butt all the time.
Yeah.
The superheroes can be nice.
Finds another way.
And happy and loved by everyone, you know?
Yeah.
Even the villains.
It's like one of my personal heroes says, you know, you gotta have love and kindness. That's what the world needs more of.
What the world needs now
So,
is love, sweet love.
so the Flash has a better way.
Huh?
He sits him down,
Oh,
calls him by his real name,
continuing now.
talks to him sweetly, and he gets him back on his meds.
I feel sad.
The Flash is it's just awesome.
Yeah, he's just talking to him very sweetly.
And that's why the Flash is like Hillary Clinton. So, he is.
I wouldn't compare him to Hillary Clinton, but I'm not going to get in this argument with you because I know how much you love her.
Yes. Personal hero. So,
Yeah, okay.
So at the event, Batman and Orion patrol outside, while the Flash signs autographs.
Yeah.
A reporter hits on him just unrelentingly. Like, he's going to file a sexual harassment lawsuit.
I don't even think he notices. Like, that's the thing.
He doesn't. But he will notice in a year or so of that. And he will have to sign a restraining order.
No, he won't.
Poor girl, camera was still on.
He's the Flash. He doesn't sign restraining orders at all.
No, the judge signs the
gonna
restraining
fall
order.
in love with him, and he's gonna talk her out of it and be really sweet about it, and it's just gonna be awesome.
So,
And then they're gonna have a TBS special about the Flash solving marital issues or something.
So,
Wouldn't that be awesome?
I would watch a TV special of The Flash as Dr. Phil.
Yeah. How does that make you feel?
It could come on right after the Aurora's procedural drama.
Right after Wolverine talks politics.
I feel like that would be a less interesting show. I want to watch Wolverine teach an art class.
Oh yeah. What do you teach? Art.
Art. So, I would imagine he does sculpture with his claws.
I would imagine he does a lot of things with those claws.
No, I'm just saying, because
Which cannot
adamantium
be
probably can
shown on
cut through
TV.
rock. So, whatever.
I know, I'm just kidding. I'm messing with
She
you.
pulls out her mirror to touch up, and Mirror Master and the other supervillains emerge to attack the Flash.
From the mirror. God, who would have seen that one coming?
Batman and Orion hear the commotion and swing in. And they each
I
take a
heard a
supervillain.
commotion.
Batman takes Mirror Master, Orion takes Captain Cold, and the Flash takes Captain Boomerang. There's a lot of cool stuff in the museum, actually. We get a Gorilla Grodd statue with his helmet. We get Kid Flash, which is great. I don't know if the hint is that he has a Kid Flash, or if that was his former identity.
That was
I don't know.
position.
Like, is there a Barry Allen in this universe? We don't know.
Right, and we'll never technically know.
And yet we never find out. But,
Which is fine.
yeah, no, it's cool. It could really be either one. Maybe Barry Allen died heroically. Or
No,
maybe he
it's-
retired. We don't know, but it's cool. So,
Maybe, he's gone. So he's probably dead.
it's actually very tastefully done. There's all these villain pics with Justice Leaguers. Very, very, very tasteful.
Oh, there it is. Tasty.
Yeah, no, it's nice. So after knocking around Captain Boomerang, the Flash attacks Mirror Master. He's winning, but then Reporter Lady falls into the mirror verse. And she needs to be saved, so thanks. So he gets trapped in there as well. With the Flash trapped, the supervillains make their escape. They freeze Orion, blow him up, then freeze him again. Because that seems useful.
Because it's funny.
Yeah, I guess so. And then the Batman music plays.
Dun,
And
dun,
the
dun,
big
dun.
boy comes out. Mirror Master sneaks up behind him with piano wire, but Batman defeats him and throws him into the other supervillains. Turns them around turns them around. Captain Cold clips him up on the legs, but not before he gets a flare off to let the Flash know how to escape.
Yeah,
Captain-
that was really cool. I loved that scene. They're in this like crazy mirror world thing going on, and what do? Well, the Flash can run as fast as he fucking can, but it's not working. Nothing's really working. And then what is it? Batman shoots a flare into the world so they can understand where the right way to come out is. How cool is that?
It was a really good plan.
That's thinking with portals.
You might say it was a Batman level plan.
Oh my god.
So, I'm just saying they do a good job in the show making Batman actually smart. Like
Right.
a lot of times when they just have supervillain or hero plans, they just like have stupid plans that work. This is a legitimately good plan.
Jordan, I feel like you're holding back your emotions. Why don't you tell us how you really feel?
I've talked about it 20 times.
I
So
know.
Captain Boomerang goes to kill Batman, but Flash repays the favor and
Well, it
knocks
doesn't
out the
really
three
work out.
supervillains with Reporter Lady still in his arms.
Because he's awesome.
Also, he frees Orion, who defeats Captain Cold.
By shooting him with a freaking pile of water.
So Batman destroys the mirror with Mirror Master, and Captain
Mirror Master
Boomerang
tries
was
to escape,
defeated.
Batman destroys the mirror, which is really kind of like, I think the first time I saw that, I was a little terrified at first. I was like, oh my god, that really sucks to be him.
Yeah. And Captain Boomerang was defeated by Flash's punch when he had the Reporter Lady on his shoulder.
Yes.
So, that's a wrap. As
Everything pretty much just worked out in the
Yeah.
end. Nothing
unfortunately,
really-
the Flash Museum's in ruins. So, that's a downside.
Yeah, nothing really important happened. Although, the ending part really assured me that Mirror Master is okay because they sealed him in a plastic bag and they're picking up all the pieces. Of
I
his
love how
mirror.
he's talking about his lawyer and they...
Yeah, he's talking he's like, you better have counted all the pieces. I want there to be all the pieces.
I might think Rudy Giuliani's a crazy man, but this is the universe that was made for Rudy Giuliani. They need a more arbitrary and cruel justice system. I'm sorry, Mirror Master probably shouldn't have a good lawyer. Like, I know your public defender's office is, like, really amazing, and I really want your public defender's office, Justice
Right.
League Unlimited Universe, because the one in the real world is not very good, especially in places like Louisiana. But maybe you shouldn't give Mirror Master your amazing defense attorneys. Like, maybe, like, give them to Bruce Wayne. So, I'm sure he gets sued a lot. So, outside, with the reporters, he puts a positive spin on it. And the lady reporter is still a fangirl, although, in her defense, totally understandably now.
Right.
Like,
I do.
before I was like, restraining order, now I'm like, get him, girl.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, not that I think they should date, because that'd be really creepy. You don't date your stalker. But, or future stalker.
I don't know. I feel like you can. It's fine. You do whatever you want.
Yeah, I'm sure that works out great.
Yeah.
So,
I
oh,
do
then
like
tries
the fact
to...
that she does take a moment to take the mic in her hand and kind of put it to the side. She just wants a one-on-one time with the Flash, like, in all honesty.
Dude,
that was really- that was
he
really-
signed your phone number. You're not getting anything there, dude.
Right.
So, Orion then tries to understand the Flash, by saying he hides his warrior's heart with levity. But the Flash is just really sweet.
Yeah.
He points out the bad guys lost, no one was hurt. That's a victory.
Right.
And I love this. You can't beat this. The final view we get on the episode is a giant Flash statue with pigeons on it.
Yep.
Life might not be perfect, but hey,
Nothing bad is
I've
going
got a
on.
statue.
Yeah. But
Doesn't
hey,
get better
I've got
than
a
that.
statue? Good. Thanks, Jordan. That's the real moral we're taking away from
Well,
this.
no, it's just like you always look on the positive side. You could be like, my museum was destroyed, but that's
Yeah.
not his takeaway. His takeaway is that pigeons might be shitting on my statue, but hey, I have a statue.
I feel like, Jordan, the takeaway from this was material things will come and go, but understanding the real important things in life and knowing that they're okay, having something like that is truly, truly beautiful.
I
It's
think
like,
that is
have
also
you ever
another
seen-
interpretation, yes.
Have you ever seen The Big Lebowski?
The dude abides.
Yeah. One of the things that a lot of people talk about is whether or not the dude is kind of in a really good place, because he's broke as fuck. He's absolutely, he gets trashed on by all this other crap, but he's perfectly fine with what he has. He's happy to get a drink every now and then. He plays bowling. He does bowling, and that's pretty much what his life is about. And all he wants is his rug back. And he's perfectly fine with what's going on. So the fact that, everything just blew up in the Flash's face and he was attacked by everyone, you'd imagine some people would be disgruntled, they would be mad, upset, like, what's going on in this day? Everything is just going to shit. But he beat the bad guy. No one got hurt. Today's a good day.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter,
And that's what you can do in filler. Bring it back to the question.
right.
You can do a just really happy story that develops the Flash and Batman really well. And in that story, just have it be unimportant to the story, but it lets you know and it informs you about the characters. And it slows down the series to make it feel luxurious.
Right.
That you're basking in the series, not merely going through it.
Right. It lets you understand more about the characters. And in all honesty, it just lets you have fun.
Yeah.
I mean, these episodes are what you just want to have fun. You have a story that you want to tell, a little comic on the side, and you just want to have fun. So you tell filler episodes, and it's perfectly fine.
Yeah. I think this was a textbook case of why you do a filler episode. It slowed down the series, it relaxed it, and it just did a really good job.
It's a fantastic little moment. Perfect. And this is why I rate this episode so highly.
Yep. Okay.
So lovingly.
Yes.
Mwah, 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 mwah.
So, 1 second while I bring up the rankings.
Go and do that ranking thing that you do. I will regale you all with a tale. Once upon a time, where I was a young lad of about 72, I roamed the skies with my helicopter made of gold. Although people would ask me, hey, isn't gold actually really heavy and a terrible thing to make things out of? And I'd say, shut up, you bitch, and go and die or something like that. And I would kick them out of my
A golden helicopter sounds like something that would be in this show.
In this show? It
Yes.
sounds like something that would be in an RPG and people just wouldn't question it.
Yes. Alright. So, where do you think it goes, Elliot?
I think. Oh, hold on. Let me boost the. There it is. For me, let me look. I actually, I would put it really high. I really loved this episode. There was just so much about it that was great. I mean, not even just the fact that it was a Flash episode. It felt really nice. We learned a lot about the characters. It wasn't. It was just something that you wanted to do, and have fun with it. I would put it above Initiation.
Above Initiation?
Yeah. You put it right below Initiation.
You know, that's actually funny. I was thinking of Initiation as the episode I would compare it to as well.
Initiation.
I think it and Initiation are both very character-focused episodes. They introduced us to cool characters we like. They had Original 7 in them. And they had a similar feel. They were both a lot of fun.
Right.
I loved the giant... You termed it the giant Dormammu monster.
Yeah. I mean,
in Initiation, and in this one we have the supervillain team up of the incompetent supervillains. It's a lot of fun.
I can most definitely understand why someone would like Initiation more than Flash and Substance. They're very good episodes for very different reasons, but I just have such a soft spot for these kind of interactions with characters. Putting them on a very humble level, having them have faults, and putting them on like the levels of humans.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting but they're still amazing superheroes. Like, that's still the thing. It's not like with what do you call it? When you have in Marvel, a lot of the times they go to human and they kind of stay there. With DC, they're heroes through and through. They're always massively powerful, overarching, huge ass fucking heroes. But they have moments of humanity that just make them all the funnier. They're adorable.
Yeah. You're right, and I think that's what makes the show special, is that they can do stuff like that. So, do you have any last words?
Flash is my best fucking favorite hero in this goddamn series, and it's a little weird that I started off this introduction talking about Sonic, but that's fine.
Well, they're both fast, I guess. That's kind of their thing. I don't really know Sonic comics, so...
Yeah.
I don't know what Sonic storylines are besides defeat Dr. Eggman.
Eggman.
Yeah.
So. Dr. Eggman?
Yeah.
Eggman? He's not Jewish.
I'm a Jewish New Yorker. I speak like a Jewish New Yorker.
Dr. Eggman.
Eggman. I don't know. You want to, break it out into, an additional 2 syllables? My way seems better. So, Eggman. Eggman. I guess the same number of syllables. But it feels long.
Eggman.
Yeah, Eggman.
Dr. Eggman. Dr. Eggman. Your stethoscope is so cold.
Any last words?
Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. I very much enjoyed all the shit that's going on in this world.
Goodbye, young people. You're so beautiful.